Somebody would like a whole fresh start with you. A reborn, if you will. Because it's never really about endings. It's not about starting over. It's about the new cycle, what you're shifting perspective and how you're thinking about a situation. So this individual there was kind of an obsessive energy at first between you two. And it was obsession about how you guys made each other feel, if you will, versus how you made each other feel. There was always something deeper. But I feel that this person, for a very long time of their life, sex and etc. was the way they gained control or felt love and etc. So from meeting somebody like you, where there is this sense of, I don't need that to show you my appreciation. I don't need that for there to be even a spark between us. It was really overwhelming. At first, they didn't even know how to take it. They're like, why are you being so nice to me? What's the catch? What are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of me? It's just who you are. You're the type of person that states, why does there have to be this big overall run-on sentence explanation for why I love you? There's no need for that, I believe. I sense it's possible the words love could have been stated between you two, because these are collective states of resonates, but for most of you, it was all telepathic. I sense there was a third party. There was somebody, the reason that they separated from you with really no explanation or etc. was because there was somebody else they still had to figure out their dynamic with. Their head tried to make them think things like there was obsession, this is crazy, talking about your connection. When in reality, it's exactly what the doctor ordered for them. I sense that you and this person have the same fire when it comes to your forward movement in life, like wanting, if you want children, if you don't want children, you're both on par with this. And the individual they were with before, it feels like they could have tried. There could have been a form of being infertile, if that, if that resonates. There's just there's a sense of clashing of how you're wanting the future, how your family to look, or even a sense of longing, like, why can't we have a child together? Like two people trying and it not happening. Very interesting. That's why it took them so long to release this loyalty they felt they owed to somebody. Because here's the thing, relationships are a balanced give and take. It's not about what you did for the person when you met. It's not about what you did even for the person yesterday. It's about what you're doing today to show that that balance give and take is going forward. And then we're not discrediting all of what happened before. And of course, we can't forget about it, but we don't have to give excuses. We don't have to stay in a marriage just because they were loyal to you. There's a difference between being in love with somebody and loving somebody. This person was afraid to lose you, so they self-sabotaged. But life has, they want me to say it this way, life has schooled them. Meaning, I think they gave, in this past year, they gave somebody else an ultimatum about making a significant change, and it just looks like they were treated like a doormat. Very interesting. Slow and steady wins the race. But I see this person basically running to you with a state of passion and fire. Let's see what the cards have. You're a very self-composed person. You have your lively side. You are fun, you're exciting, you're able to rise from the ashes, but it's like when you say enough's enough, People listen. Because you're not somebody that is a complainer. You are an optimist. You are a realist and still an optimist. Because you run with so much love, light, and positivity, but show the world that you're in control, you can put people in their place. And they don't backtalk you. You know why? Because there's something in their soul that knows you keep yourself in your place. Not meaning you think you have to be behind people or whatever. No, 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 no. You're in your own lane. You don't deal with your own bullshit, so you're not going to deal with others' bullshit. There's a difference between you being kind, understanding, nurturing, sympathetic, and other times where you put your foot down. There's a person that has stated, I need your gloves. I need that power in my life. You've inspired me. I can tell I can tell that life schooled you, but also I'm even channeling a little bit of energy now of people from maybe high school years seeing you. You could have known this person since high school, or there's just a little trickling effect of other people seeing the dedication and you actually know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what you're doing. You've always known. You've known things when other people didn't. And you spent a lifetime. You already spent a lifetime getting to know who you thought you were supposed to be. And people see you now, know who you are. You've always been this. And people see you now, know who you are. You've always been this sense of, I'm not going to force my universal truth onto anybody, but I know what I'm talking about. And I don't need to prove it to anybody. Because I have the confirmation from Spirit. Times have changed. A lot of people have their gloves off to you. A lot of people are grateful for you. The gifts you bring inside and out. You see, this person was in an indifference before because of all the other people they had experienced in their life, been in relationships, etc. It was always the same cycle repeat. Good, high, vibrational, or at least it felt it, exciting, and then went toxic. And there was a long road of toxicity after that short spurt of excitement. They have trust issues because infidelity was something they had to battle in their past relationships. They were hesitant with you because also when you first met, you have to understand that as above, so below. You were very hesitant in life when you met this person. You were still figuring out how to not settle for a timeline. You had to find yourself. You had to meet this person, to sell away, to fly away from the timeline that no longer served you. Just get that spiritual download and separate for further growth. You see, when a masculine and a feminine meet one another, when the time is right, there is almost this transfer of giving the feminine masculine strength and the masculine giving, and the feminine giving the masculine feminine strength. Transmuting. There is this sense of going within, and you have to do that alone. And sometimes it happens more than once. I see on average in my readings, divine counterparts separate at minimum 1 time to like 3 times for further growth. That's a range. Sometimes I've seen a couple more. I've never seen less, to be quite frank. I've never seen less than 1. That's like textbook. It's part of your journey to find yourself. So the indifference that they felt was the same intensity of the not being at peace with fate that you were feeling. Tingle partners. When you separated, you focused on gaining control of your life, your 3D world, your body, your mind, your soul, everything. Yes, but a lot of, I'm a master manifestor, I'm a spiritual alchemist. I can transmute energy. Really understanding that your superpower is manifestation. This other individual gained a lot of going within and seeing, why am I the way I am? Have I just let others make decisions for me? Do I even want to live certain ways, lifestyles? Have opinions been put in my mind? What is the real devil? That is what you two have done during your separation, during your time apart. You are spiritually, materially, emotionally enriched. Your finances, they continue to improve. They continue to not even improve, upgrade. I want you to scream to the universe, I am more than deserving. This is owed to me. Spiritual, material, 3D world, 5D world, abundance. This person loves your work ethic. You're a fighter. And you stand up for what's right. And you don't back down from a challenge. Your inner strength is undeniable. And you remember, these collective things will resonate. And the ones of you here who aren't, because of course there's a go with me here, you know what I'm about to say when I say it. A lot of you here aren't, but I need you to understand that if you're channeled in with this energy and you like Harry Potter, all of you here have Gryffindor energy. I know some of you here are going to be like, oh my God, who aren't Gryffindors, but it's true. The courage, the determination. I know that a lot of those qualities are intertwined with Slytherin as well. So maybe some of you here maybe have more Slytherins and Gryffindors here. Of course, I got my Hufflepuffs. Of course, I got my Ravenclaws. You all hold this sense of doing what's right, of balance. You hold yourself high. And this person absolutely adores you for it. What you are to do is bask on your divine strength. You're always going to have your nurture. You're always going to have your compassion, and don't feel conflict by still asserting that in a world that acts like we have to only be masculine. Let me tell you something. The most way you gain control of a room is divine feminine strength. The way you keep the control is masculine. This person, they truly are reaching out to you. I know you hear that all the time. And I wait to say things like that towards the middle of the reading for the ones who this has really resonated with. And I know if you're still here that this person is reaching out to you. Let's get into the rest of the cards. So I see you have the border of your puzzle of what's been going on within your dynamic and trusting this connection. There are some puzzle pieces from the past that are still missing that we're about to help you understand to propel you into the future with this individual. You have had this inkling that they are in a marriage where it's not that they felt forced to stay. It almost felt like they would feel bad to leave. They're with a person that, I mean, they could have some jealousy issues, but the biggest thing was they fell out of love with them. And their partner is a good person. There's no doubting that, but you can't help who you fall in and out of love with. You've had this inkling that they were with somebody because they felt not forced, but entrapped. There's a difference. Like, I don't know where else to go. This is all I've known. I'm not scared. I don't feel like this. Like, if I wanted to really leave, I know this person, it would be depressing, not harmful. You understand? And we know with you, this person was teaching you patience. How to gain control of your finances. The whole deal was putting yourself first. This is a tango partner. So while in the past you were working on gaining patience and gaining financial control, the missing puzzle piece connected to the marriage that they were not feeling forced to stay in, but reckoned it was the best thing to do to just try to prevail. Pacify. They were literally just reassuring and doing what they thought they were supposed to. It was domestication. Domestication takes over and over again layers of undeveloping, of uninstalling software to bring in new. You are right. Your intuition is correct. This was because they were trying to the reason they separated with you was to try to pacify others in avoidance of the growth you two have together. But this is all clarified. This is all reassured that they will no longer pacify others. They put their foot down and they've gained their inner strength to do what's best for them. So the downloads you've received about the future together, marriage, or a form of divine union, a symbol, however that resonates for you. You have felt that. That's obvious. And also this other thing you know is you two have already this telepathic bond, like looking into each other's eyes and etc. Barely a touch of the fingers sends a complete download. You know that that's seduction. You know that that deep sexual attraction is only advancing. I'm also being called to tell you that both of you have the same tastes in sensual and sexual kinks, if you will, keeping it PG-13. Two things to have you prepared for with the future that are missing puzzle pieces until this moment. They do not. When they're back, it's go time. You're pouring into each other's cups. You're going to be able to talk about the dark sides of each other and embrace that is not something to be scared of. Without dark, there is no light. Without light, there is no dark. Dark matter, dark energy is different than dark magic, than low vibrational work. Dark matter is a force of manifestation. It's a force of reckoning. You choose how to transmute it. I feel that the individual connected to you could have been around some very sticky people who put their fingers in things they shouldn't have. And they learned, I wouldn't like to say it the hard way. They learned the way that they were supposed to, that they didn't know what they were doing, and they possibly didn't know who they were messing with. Because you're not afraid of your dark side. And your guides will always protect you, and you don't even have to know what's going on. People, I feel very called to say this, like these are collective tapes of resonance. There could have either just been an extreme amount of ill will put on your name, or there could have been some form of trying to execute black magic on a dynamic. It wasn't even necessarily to you, it was to them. But the thing is because you are part of that dynamic, that whoever this third party was trying to impel on your person, your guides protect them also. And you don't fuck with an earth angel. Because an earth angel is doing everything to keep light. Spirit will work. It's not even that they'll work harder for you. They can match what you're doing. No matter, and don't make that fit, okay? And even if it fits for you, don't be scared. They didn't fucking touch you. You felt one sneeze, and your vaccine, if you will, took over. And the vaccine is your angels, are your guides, is your purity. This connection is in fruition. There is nothing you must do than be yourself and acknowledge all parts of you. And that is what I have for you today. I will see you when I see you. Let's get it.